check your SIMS account, the first thing you want to do is you want to bring up your web browser, and any web browser should work. So whether it's Safari if you're using a Mac, or Firefox, or if you're using Google Chrome on your PC or Internet Explorer, any of those should work. But what you want to do is you want to bring up the university homepage, mnsu.edu, and then over here in the directory search, you're going to want to type in SIMS. You can go ahead and click from down there, and what will happen is it'll bring you to your results. Now, the very first link is the one you're going to want to click on, and that's for students at the College of Education. You're going to click it, and it'll bring you to a resource page. This resource page has other links as well that you might want to check out. But for today, what we're going to look at is the Student Information Management System link. And that, of course, is SIMS, and this is where you're going to want to come to check your SIMS account. So go ahead and click on it, and then it'll bring up a login page. Now for this login, you're going to want to use your Tech ID and your eServices password. That's eServices, not your username and email password. So don't get caught up on that. So what you want to do is type in your Tech ID, that eServices password, and then you're going to go ahead and click Login. And once you're logged in, you should see that you have some tabs over here on the left hand side. You should have a Professional Education tab. If you don't, you're going to want to get in touch with your teachers or the College of Education Graduate Assistant, or even stop by the College of Education office in Armstrong Hall 117 to get that taken care of. Now, for the rest of you, go ahead and click on that Professional Education tab, and from the drop-down menu, you're going to want to click the Submit Application link. Now, this will bring up your licensure level, your licensure area, and then if you scroll down, it'll bring about the requirements that are also on your professional education worksheet or checklist that you should have been handed out in either your My Writing Web orientation or professional education orientation. If you do not have these requirements, or you don't have an application on file yet, you're going to want to go ahead and get in touch with the College of Education Graduate Assistant as soon as you can. Now, not only will this show you your licensure level and area, if you scroll down, you'll see that it also shows you the status of such things as your liability and check, your background insurance, or your liability insurance, your background check, and the completion status of your basic skills test and your My Writing Lab diagnostic skills test requirement. Now, for those of you who do have an application on file, you'll see that it says your application has been received and is pending review. No further action is required on your part in terms of submitting an application, but you're going to want to follow up and make sure that these requirements that you have for professional education are eventually satisfied. Now, if it gets really close to the deadline, you can come into the office in Armstrong Hall 117 and just make sure that even if they're not on your SIMS account, maybe these things just haven't been processed yet, because there is a little bit of a gap, normally about a week or two, when you turn some of these things in before they show up. Also, you're not going to want to click Submit Application again if it says right above it your application has been received. Creating multiple applications isn't going to help you. It's actually just going to make it more complicated, so you're going to want to avoid doing that at all costs. Now, again, you're going to want to check this often, especially leading up to the professional education deadline. And if you need to change anything or something doesn't look right, please get in touch with the College of Education Graduate Assistant, and you can reach them at coewritingplus@gmail.com, or stop into the College of Education office in Armstrong Hall 117. Hope this helps.